And hello, everybody starting to arrive. How exciting! Hello, hello, hello. I love seeing names that I recognize. I also enjoy seeing new names on there as well. So, very much welcome to our training session. Now, first off, a bit of an update about Israel opening. Okay, we still aren't open for individual tourists. However, progress is being made because as of September 19th, we are starting to allow organized groups back in the country. This is the first step. Once they can see again, and they've already done this pilot once already this year. Um, but because of Delta variant, they had to, go back on it. So this is actually the first step for individual tourists being allowed back in. All I can say is, trust me, the second we know that Israel's going to be open for individuals, I will be shouting it from the rooftops. You will hear me. So there's that first thing. Now, the second thing is, if you haven't seen me present before, I am a little bit weird, as we all know. I actually do it in the form of a poem. Call it being influenced too much by Dr. Seuss as a child, okay? But these poems also help me get through these short presentations because if you know me, you know I love to talk. It stops me from talking. So here I go. By the way, I am not a poet in any way, shape, or form. This is just a gimmick to keep Israel fresh in your mind. So you will probably hear some really bad poetry, but please indulge me. Here I go. So hold on, let me start sharing. And there we share, and I start my slideshow. Come on. And there we go. Here we go. Start of the horrendous and terrible poetry. So, I know I've said this once before, or maybe even twice, that Israel is, without a doubt, a foodie's paradise. People know it's the Holy Land and the Bible is the guide. They also come for history, its sites a source of pride. Of course, there is the culture, as diverse, and it is gripping. But the food will be what brings them back. Their taste buds will be tripping. Oops, sorry about that. It is now my pleasure to take you on a tour to show you what your clients can eat if it's flavor they wish to procure. Let's start out with basics, the foundation meal of breakfast. It's worth getting up early for, a fact I can attest. The choices that you'll find are as diverse as they are yummy, with everything from salads to shakshuka for your tummy.
Israeli breakfast is very different from the American breakfast. It's more savory, it's more colorful, it's more lively and fresh, and it just keeps coming, right? It doesn't stop. Breakfast is brilliant.
That breakfast is just unbelievable, where you can almost eat breakfast as your only meal of the day.
You never know what to expect next.
There's just so many varieties.
Beautiful presentations of eggs that you've never seen before. There's always hummus. And everything that you receive is better than the dish before it. I will definitely be coming back to Israel.
And also, I must apologize. I realize me doing a presentation based on food right before lunch is a little bit cruel. So at least it'll whet your appetite and you'll be hungry for lunch. Okay. So enjoying a great breakfast only starts your day. There's so much more to eat and drink, so let's be on our way. When you visit Israel, give yourself time to dwell. at Israeli markets. For example, there's Carmel. Located in Tel Aviv, ah, Located in Tel Aviv since the year 1920, it is the hub of local life. What do they sell? Plenty. I told you all my rhymes weren't that good, okay? Delicious food and vegetables, fresh squeezed juice, and more. Spices, olives, halva, sweets. This ain't your normal store. You can take an organized tour or explore it on your own. One thing is for certain, you'll love this flavor zone. Now, I mentioned just Carmel. First of all, Tel Aviv has at least 5 more markets you can go visit, each one different, unique, and absolutely delicious. But there are markets all over the country. One of my favorites is Mache Yehuda Market, and I probably say that really bad, which is based in Jerusalem. During the day, it is like this traditional market where the locals go, fruits, vegetables, restaurants, the whole bit. But in the evening, all the food goes away. Well, not all the food, but the food shops go away and the pubs open up. Probably one of the best nights I've ever had in Israel was at that market. I'm surprised I even remember it, to be completely honest. So there we go. And after more sightseeing, where you'll probably walked a lot, building up your appetite, so you ask what else they got. You'll just want something quick, a fact I will conclude. So now it's time to learn about Israel's great street food. You will find small shops and stands everywhere you go that sell the most amazing food. Here's what you need to know. As you're eating street food, you'll want something that's neat. And when you are in Israel, you'll eat things from a pita. Again, bad rhyme. Sorry about that. Shawarma made of various meats, falafel from chickpeas, or sabich, it's made with aubergine. A taste is sure to please. And there's not only street food in the major areas, you will find street food throughout the entire country.
The most fun part about street food is the atmosphere. It's the food and vibe. Sitting around in a place where they sell street food in Israel, you can see the people, you can hear the music, you can feel the vibe. It's different than anywhere else in the world. Falafel, shawarma, shakshuka, everything that gets inside of a pita bread, that's the Israeli street food.
It's the most genius bread in the world and can take the highest food that I'm doing and put it in the most common situation in Israel, and that is the pita.
I think that sandwich, it's not only food, it's more than that. And it has to be interesting. It must not repeat itself. I'm selling something more than food.
And now, when you show the things of pita, I really want to take out of your mind the pieces of cardboard that they sell in like local supermarkets here. The pita bread over there is just unbelievable. Definitely have to try that one. So, now we've had our lunch. How about a change of scenery? Let's leave the city and visit an Israeli winery. Sorry, bad rhymes again. Wineries can be found north, south, east, and west. From rolling hills to desert sand, they know which grapes grow best. 300 plus wineries. Our wine industry is thriving. It may be best to hire a guide so you don't have to do the driving. You've got mostly in Israel, the largest concentration of wineries are in the north. You've got ones in Golan Heights and the Galilee, lots of them around Jerusalem. And big thing to remember, you can find wineries in the desert in Israel. So, and I can attest to this one as well. The wine is absolutely incredible. It's not only wine made in our corner of the sphere. Microbreweries are on the rise, making very tasty beer. It started with the Dancing Camel, brewed in Tel Aviv, but now they're found all over. The tastes are too good to believe. Oh, and not only, it's not just beer and wine. There are now distilleries making gin and whiskey, and one of the traditional liquors of the area is called arak. Think about it, it's like sambuca or ouzo. They like to drink it with lemon juice, or apple juice, which I really like, and it'll put you on your butt. No joke. So, you've had your breakfast, tried street food, went to the market to haggle, drank some wine, chugged a beer, your legs are starting to straggle. Go back to the hotel, freshen up, take a nap if so inclining, because tonight you're going to treat yourself to fine Israeli dining. The options are just endless with every type of cuisine. The quality is second to none. You'll feel like a king or queen. The chefs are world renowned, the ingredients supreme. A fusion of flavors in every bite. As I said, a foodie's dream. Now, one other thing I want to do as a little side here is the fact that vegan food is now extremely popular in Israel. And Tel Aviv is actually considered one of the vegan capitals of the world. And if you ever wanted to try it, here is the place you want to do it. Because trust me, in Israel, if the food didn't taste brilliant, there's no way the restaurant would be in service. So this is probably a really good place to try your vegan. So you'll be happy to know. Now we're at the end of our foodie fun-filled day, even though I've not run out of things I'd like to say. Be it you or your clients, we hope to welcome you soon. I'll let you know as soon as we're open. We'll all be over the moon. Thank you for your attention. So hold on. There we go. And hi.
Oh, wonderful as ever, Michelle. That was awesome. Thank you very much. And it is cool doing it directly before lunchtime.
I know. It's really, I should have thought of that.
So delicious. I think I've sent photos to you of Israeli food that I've cooked at home. I just love it. It's so good. It's such a reason to travel. It's, yeah, the flavors are incredible. Thank you for sharing a lot about the cuisine. I know the situation's a bit trickier at the moment, but whether that's, you know, this coming winter or even into next year, what's the airlift situation to Israel from the UK? How many options do we have?
Is we have flights now. In fact, Israelis are allowed to go back to see immediate family and for for special things, but everybody's been flying. Especially, I mean, there was a real drop with everybody else, you know, during the middle of everything. But you know, EasyJet and BA and Virgin and El Al and Wizz. So and they are still flying. It's just not as frequent. As of September 19th, when those first groups come in and they can say, okay, we're not getting hit by the Delta variant, we're really hoping that it's going to open. But I will keep people posted. And the minute I hear anything, absolutely anything, I will let everyone know.
And are there any regional departures from around the UK, or is it
Manchester,
like London based? So no, London or Manchester?
Yeah, Manchester. EasyJet and El Al will fly from Manchester, and we're always looking on expanding. EasyJet gives, well, when there are plenty of flights, EasyJet have a ton of options from London. Certain times a year, you can go from Luton, you can go from Gatwick, or you can go from Stansted. But as of now, it's, you know, like everybody else, if you don't have flights, you're not wasting a lot of money sending over empty airplanes. But it will change soon. And I honestly think that the second people can start going, they're going to go, because they know when they get there, it's safe.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why Israel isn't open right now. They can't guarantee this viral safety. So they're going to wait until they feel comfortable to do it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Much to our frustration.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be lots of pent-up demand. Yeah, as ever, you've
Yeah.
made Israel sound totally incredible. Thank you very much, Michelle. Our 9th session is beginning now. That's in training room 9 with Intrepid. So if you could all hop over into that room, we will say goodbye to you, Michelle. Thanks so much for your passion and energy. It was awesome.
Thank you so much.